Good morning, dear students. Today we are studying the chapter The Little Girl, and the first part of that chapter we have already studied. We will continue with the remaining portions. So in the previous portion we have seen that the main character, the Kezia, she went to meet her father, or went to talk to her father, and that time he was just lying down on the sofa and sleeping, very snoring and sleeping. It means that he was in a very deep sleep. Now let us discuss. You may take page number 34. We are in the fourth paragraph. She sat on a stool, gravely watched him until he walked and stretched, and asked the time, then looked at her. "Don't stare so, Kezia. You look like a brown owl." So after she was there, she went there and she was watching her father. And when she looked at her father, then she found that the father is sleeping and she did not want to disturb her father. So she just waited there. So she was waiting there, and after some time, her father woke up. And after that, he just stretched, like when you get up, you just will be shaking, just stretching your bodies, and also like that he was doing. And after that, he asked what is the time. And at the time when he saw the girl was standing there, and he was looking at her father. So then father felt that she is staring at him. So then he told her that, "Don't stare so, Kezia. You look like a little brown owl. You are looking like an owl." Means like a owl is considered as a devilish symbol of devil, like, you know. So like owl is used as a some witches and all are using the owls. You might have seen like this Harry Potter or some other devilish movies and all are there, in that they are showing the owl. The owl means that the owl is, especially the speciality of owl is that it is it can see, or it is working at the night time. Okay, it can see at night, and it will be traveling, or it is catching its prey on at the night time. So that is why it is considered as a devilish symbol. So it is like a looking, it's like it is a fearful type of thing, you know. So like if at night, if you are traveling somewhere and suddenly an owl comes, then we get afraid. So she is also is considered as an owl, means that she is a fearful thing. Like, why are you just becoming like a kind of disturbance, like he is feeling. One day when she was kept indoors with a cold, her grandmother told her that father's birthday was next week, and suggested she should make him a pin cushion for a gift out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. So one day this Kezia was sick, and she was suffering from a cold, and she was being at home. So when she was, means not very much sick, but a little bit amount of sick, and she was unable to go to school and all, and she was at home. So her grandmother told her that the next week her father's birthday is there, and in order to please his father, in order to make him happy, you make a gift for your father. Okay, and she also suggested that you make a pin cushion. Okay, pin cushion is a small like pillow like thing, which it's not pillow, very big one, very small one for keeping some pins, and like this foreign countries and all, people when they are according to their category, they have, so like you are having like class leaders badges and all are there. So such type of some pins and all are there, they are using, or some other pins and so on. So for that there is a pin cushion where you are keeping all these type of things. So for that the pin cushion is used. Okay, so the grandfather has told that you can make a pin cushion and gift it for his father. Laboriously with a double cotton, the little girl stitched 3 sides, but what to fill it with? That was a question. The grandmother was out in the garden, and she wandered into mother's bedroom to look for scraps. On the bed table, she discovered a great many sheets of fine paper, gathered them up, tore them into tiny pieces, and stuffed her case, then sewed up the 4th side. So she was making the pin cushion, and you know the pin cushion, when you are making, or a pillow and all is made, then see, like if you have clothes, then 3 sides they will stitch it and make it like a basket. So inside that they will fill it up with either for a pillow and all we are making with cotton or some old clothes, piece of clothes and so on, some scrap, some waste materials and all we are filling it up. So here she wanted to fill it up with something. So she very carefully, very laboriously, means with a lot amount of effort, she made this cushion. 3 sides she stitched and made it very attractive. And after that she wanted to fill it up. So she searched for some type of things, some type of materials to fill it up. And she searched, then she could not find anything, and she wanted to get a suggestion from grandmother, but the grandmother was inside, was out in the garden, and she searched for some things in the mother's bedroom there, and in the bedroom she found that some papers are kept there on the bed table, like nearby the bedroom. Near the bed there will be some small table, it will be kept there, and on that there are some, like at night and all, if you are reading some book and sleeping, or before the sleep you are reading something, and you can keep that, or your spectacles or mobile phone, all these type of things may be kept on the bed table, like just near the bed there will be a small table. So that is there, and on that table there was some papers kept there. So she took these papers and tore it into small pieces and filled it up with these papers and stitched the fourth side, completed the cushion. That night there was a hue and cry in the house. Father's great speech for the Port Authority had been lost. Rooms were searched, servants questions. Finally mother came into Kesia's room. So then that day there was some kind of problem, so much amount of issues were there. Then they were searching for this one, so they were asking here and there, searching here and there, and the father's speech for the Port Authority, so the office where he was working, so he may be working in the port, and he is supposed to give a speech, and the father had prepared the speech and kept there, and the speech was lost, and now it is lost from within the room itself. So then they were searching for different type of people, like asking to the members inside the house whether they have seen it, or they had called the servants and questioned them whether they have seen it or not, or the one who is servant who is cleaning the room and all, they might have seen and thrown it away, or anything may be there. So everyone was questioned and it was not found. At last the mother came to Kesia, and into Kesia's room they came and came to ask her, Kesia, I suppose you didn't see some papers on a table in our room. Then she came and asked, mother came and asked her, and she is expecting that she has not taken, so it is negative question she is asking. I suppose you didn't see some papers on a table in our room, so you have not seen some papers. Haven't you seen some papers? So she is expecting that she has not seen. Oh yes, she said, I tore them up for my surprise. Yes, so she is very finely answering that, oh yes, I have seen it, and I tore them up for my surprise. And the mother was shocked. What? Screamed mother. Come straight down to the dining room this instant. So mother got very much angry. She is shocked. He was shocked that she was searching for this one. What? Asked, like question, like shocked, like she asked. And told that come straight down to the downstairs and to the dining room this instant. This instant means at this moment itself. You don't wait for a single one more step also. At this moment, now itself you come down to the dining room. And she was dragged down to where father was pacing to and fro, hands behind his back. So she was when she came down to the dining room, and the father was in tension, and he was moving forward and backward, which means he was so much in tension, so he was moving up and down, and she was dragged and brought to the place where the father was there. Okay. Well, he said sharply. Mother explained. He stopped and stared at the child. Then he started to ask very much sharply, very much like angrily he was speaking, and the mother tried to console him, like trying to explain by saying something, but her father did not allow her to speak. So then she said he has to stop, and just stared at her, means very angrily looked at the child, stared at the child. Did you do that? Asked her, very sharp question. Did you do that? Okay, asked a question to the child. And she just replied, no, 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 no. So means she was like a kind of whispering. She whispered, Mother, go up to her room and fetch down the damning thing. See that the child is put to bed this instant. And told her mother to go and bring the thing back and put her to the sleep now itself. Don't allow her to move around anywhere. Let her go and sleep. Crying too much to explain, she lay in the shadowed room watching the evening light make a sad little pattern on the floor. So she was very much upset. She did not get a chance to explain for what she has made it. Actually, she would have been very much happy to listen that he has made it like that. But this father was so much angry and he did not get a chance to explain it. Okay, so see, this kind of thing is there. So I can tell you, I will be telling you a story that there was a father and a son was there, and the son loved his father so much. So one day the father brought a new car, a Benz car. Okay, very expensive car was purchased and brought. Okay, and the son, what he was doing is that he took a stone and was scribbling on the car. Okay. So at the moment the father saw this boy was writing something on the car, and he got very much angry and started to slap him so much, and he started crying, and the son went and she was lying down and crying. And later on, then when he saw what he was scribbling, or when he looked at the car, he saw that the son was writing, I love my dad. So that was the sentence that the son was writing on the car. So he wanted to write on the car that I love my dad. So after seeing that, this father was very much upset. So he was very much like he beated his son so much, and so much argued, shouted, everything he said. But at the time of that son, what the attitude of the son was that he wanted to show the love towards his father. So different children are there that they are getting or the behavior, what they are doing, we have to understand, we have to try to understand. Or sometimes we may feel more pain when our parents are not understanding us. So we are trying to do something to please them, or something good to them. We may be doing something in order to make good for them, but sometimes they may misunderstand us and try to scold us. So this type of experience you may also have in your life. So she was having a very wrong experience here. She wanted to surprise her father by giving a gift, but instead of surprising father, she was surprised, or she got shocked and scolded by the father. So instead of increasing the love towards the child, she could spoil all the means earlier how much good love was there, that also has been spoiled, because very much important speech it was, and father was very much upset with this. Then father came into the room with a ruler in his hands. I am going to beat you for this, he said. Oh no, no, she screamed, hiding under the bedclothes. He pulled them aside. Sit up, he ordered, and hold out your hands. You must be taught once and for all not to touch what does not belong to you. And say that, he said, the father came to the, first father told that you have to take her to the sleep. And after some time, the father came with a ruler in his hand and told that I have to teach you for once and ever, you should never enter into the place where it is not supposed to, and don't touch on the properties or things which is not needed for you, unnecessary things. So why do you want to touch on the things that? So he was very much angry and came and started to beat the daughter. But it was for your birthday, and he just she just tried to explain that she is told that it was for your birthday. Down came the ruler on her little pink palms. Hours later, when grandmother had wrapped her in a shawl and rocked her in the rocking chair. The child clung to her soft body. What did God make fathers for? She sobbed. So she was trying to explain that it was for her birthday, but her father was not ready to listen anything that she was telling, and beaten on her palms, very soft and pink palms. So she is very young girl, and her palms are very much soft, and with the ruler she was beaten by the father. And father did not want to listen what was she was trying to say, because she was very much angry because he had lost his speech. Okay, so he did not listen to anything, and she was beaten up, and she was just crying and crying. And after that, just after some time, the grandmother came and took her and kept her on her chest, and they sit on a rocking chair. Rocking chair means the chair which is having a like a curvical type of bottom, like bottom side will be not like sticks, like it will be like a curve, and which you can roll it up and down like that. You can move it up and down. You might have seen some type of chairs like that, which it can be like after sitting it will be moving up and down. Earlier and all it was there like which is made with the wooden things. Now these things are not coming. It may be available some places, but not very commonly used. Earlier people used to have such type of things and so on. Okay, so this was there, and on the rocking chair means just giving a shake like that, and she was made to sleep there. And she was asking a question that what did God made fathers for? For what did God made the fathers? For what purpose the God had made fathers? So she is unable to understand what the father is doing, or what purpose is there for father, like that. Here is a clean hanky, darling. Blow your nose. Go to sleep, pet. You will forget all about it in the morning. I tried to explain to father, but he was too upset to listen tonight. And the grandmother consoled her by telling that you just the new kerchief was given to her, and she, like when you are crying so much, then your nose also will start running. So then she was asked to clean up the nose and go to sleep. And she told her that I already tried to explain to father, but he was not in a mood to listen. So by morning he will be able to understand, and he will be talking to you. So I will be explaining it in the morning. Okay, so that is enough for today. The remaining portion we will study in the next class. And thank you so much.